Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I will be sharing with you a recipe from Pinterest that I found. I decided to try something different that I've never made before, so the turnout will be a surprise to you just as it is to me. Mornings are my quiet time and I'm usually always the first one up. So on this particular day, I lit candles in both the master bathroom and the bedroom just to get the room smelling nice. And this little one is always watching my every move. This morning I decided to paint my nails with one of my favorite polishes. It has really good lasting power and I would recommend it. In addition to doing my nails, I always try to have a good read on deck as well. As you can see on this particular day, I was reading about shungite. So as I was doing my nails, check out the color, it's beautiful. As I was doing my nails, I was also doing some good reading. These tulips that you see here, I'm not sure about them. I left the tag on them because I'm thinking about maybe taking them back. So I'm gonna leave the tag on for another day or so until I decide. And as I said earlier, mornings are my quiet time. So I'm just looking at some of the gifts I received. One is this Himalayan salt lamp that I'm going to be using later on tonight. So the first thing I must do when I come downstairs, because they will not let me forget to do it, is feed my babies. And before I start cooking, I always like to light a candle just so we can get some good aromas going in the kitchen. And I like to do the dishes. On this particular morning, you can see we had Popeyes the night before. Okay, so these are all the ingredients that I'm going to be using for my Pinterest meal of shrimp cakes. So I'm just going to get started by peeling and chopping up fresh shrimp. And next I'm going to be chopping up some fresh spring onion for the shrimp cakes. Spring onion, I love spring onion. Spring onion always gives your food a nice little kick, a nice little taste. And next, the recipe calls for some eggs and some almond flour. I've never used almond flour before. The consistency is really wet. It has the feel of wet sand. So I'm just gonna add that to the egg. And I'm gonna add in some hot sauce. And I'm gonna make some fresh lemon zest. The next ingredient that the recipe calls for is garlic. I love me some garlic, whether it's fresh or crushed, and some sea salt. So next I'm gonna just add that chopped shrimp and those spring onions to my mixture and just give it a whisk. And here I have the ingredients for my next Pinterest recipe that's going to be our side dish. We've got chopped cauliflower, cheddar cheese, cream cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese, butter, and some garlic powder, some sea salt, and some milk. I want both my shrimp cakes and my cauliflower cheese rice to be ready around the same time. So I'm just getting the pan hot with oil and the other pan hot with butter. So while the pans were heating up, I just took the opportunity to clean the refrigerator, and I heard my husband stirring up there, so I knew he was up. The plan was to surprise him with breakfast in bed, but oh well. So he ended up coming downstairs and being nosy. Surprise! So now I'm just trying to form the cakes as best I can with the wet consistency of the almond flour. I'm always usually making crab cakes, so these shrimp cakes were just something new that I wanted to try, just to have something different to eat, you know, switch it up a bit. How many of y'all like to jam while y'all cooking? I know I do. Cooking and jamming. So next I'm just adding the ingredients to the cauliflower, the cheesy cauliflower rice. I call it cauliflower rice, but there's really no rice, just cauliflower and cheese. And it has the taste of a cheese rice. So as I said, this was my very first time trying this recipe. I wasn't too happy about the look of it. Usually I'm all about presentation, but hey, it's something new, trying it out. Good. Next, I wanted to get us some mimosas going. And while we were eating breakfast on this day, we were just lounging and catching up on power. And while the look of these shrimp cakes wasn't all that I expected, the taste was. It was really, really good, y'all. So while we had lounged around all that day, we got dressed later on that night, went to a comedy show, and then got some dinner. They were playing some really good music in that restaurant while we were waiting on our food, y'all. So I hope you all enjoyed this cook with me, as well as a sneak peek into our day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching K-Bell TV. Bye.